Alrighty, hey guys, it's Wes, not your normal miner here. We are back at it in the remote garden location, and we are live, that's right. Hopefully you guys are seeing on screen some good stuff here. Gotta send a big shout out to everybody that was on stream with us last night. Anyone who saw that video knew that we had some issues getting our drivers updated. A lot of those issues had to do, first of all, with our thumb drives that we had. We also had some issues finding the right drivers. Come to find out there were some certain procedures and such that when you get a new copy of Hive OS that you should actually run. So that's something that we'll talk with you about. But I know most of you are here to see one thing, and that's right, we do have a ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080, and it is hammering away currently on ETHEREUM. And we are getting, that's right, we are getting 96 megahash per second at 210 watts. Say, what? That's right, guys, we finally did it. Well, I knew this thing could do it. You guys did as well, because you guys have seen it doing it. But we finally got the drivers updated. So we are so pumped to be here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to walk you through what you're going to need to do moving forward. Anyone with an RTX 3080 that's going to try to run this on Hive OS. Got to send a big shout out to GPU Jesus. That's right, he's got that EVGA. I believe it's the XC3 3090. He's been doing some great work with that. Once this video is done, I'm going to get a link over his channel. Should already be down there, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, today we're talking RTX 3080. That's a ZOTACT Trinity. And as you can see, so we're at 96.182 megahash per second, and we are running 210 watts, 54 or 56 Celsius, and we've got fan speeds at, I don't know, what are those fan speeds at? Doesn't matter, it's running cool as a cucumber. Things are great. Batman, what's up? So you guys in chat were great, walking us through some different things. There was a lot of really good knowledge. Yep, that's right. You guys are killing it. So thank you guys all for being here, and I just appreciate you guys hanging out with us for all those reboots. So a couple things we learned last night. Your thumb drives are going to take at least 20 to 30 minutes to update your drivers. When you're running your SSDs, you're looking at 5 to 10 minutes tops. So that's pretty sweet as far as that goes. You know, we're going to have all of these switched out here tomorrow. We got an adapter coming in, so we're going to start with our rig here that you can see. This is going to be going right in there, so we're excited about that. But yeah, you got to get rid of these right here for sure. Light bulb, I appreciate that. Whoop, whoop. Light bulbs in the house. And you guys don't know, there's a lot of great people that are going to be in chat tonight, especially the guys from over in Discord, Brandon Coin Discord especially. Sending the love, Batman, Dun 12 Mini 2, Light Bulb, you guys are great. Huge shout out for all your help, Max Voltage from yesterday as well. I mean, just so great stuff. Chain Coin, good to see you here again, and that's right, we are ready to go. You can see we got those drivers updated. So first things first, let's go ahead and dig into that. So what we found, any of you guys running Hive OS and you guys get these RTX 3080s, here's some of the stuff that you're going to need to do. Once you get your SSD gripped and ripped and you get the latest version of Hive on it, you're going to get it on your rig, you're going to let it go. You're going to want to shell into your miner, and in the description down below there's going to be a link to Discord. If you guys aren't in Not Your Normal Miner Discord yet, I don't know what's going on. We've also got a new live stream area, chat, that we're working on getting that going as well. But what you can see here on screen, I hope, is 3 commands that once you're up and running on Hive OS with these RTX 3080s, what you're going to want to do to upgrade your drivers. We tried to get version 4.5.6, but that was for Windows only, and it still is, so not a lot we could do with that. But first things first, right when you log in, I am recommending running the command first run -F. That is going to reset and get you to log in again. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's getting everything nice and fresh. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in apt space update and self upgrade. You're going to run both those commands at the same time with the sweet $AN symbol, so that's awesome. And that's going to take a few minutes, but what that does is that basically makes sure that your kernels, all your space and everything is ready to go. Now's when you grip and rip, you hit your NVIDIA driver update. First time today when I did this, boom, it took. So I got to send a huge thank you to Hive OS and the guys over there in Discord once again for digging us out of the trench we were in. I do believe some of the links weren't working the greatest yesterday, and I think these thumb drives are having an issue as well, but we got that updated. As you can see here, let's get back to what you guys really want to see. Here we are over on dashboard side on Hive OS. You guys are really teaching us a lot of good stuff there, but you can also see our LA is down. We're out of the red. So we did upgrade from 4 gigs of RAM to 16 gigs of RAM. That's pretty sweet. Can you guys see the kilowatt? We're showing 269 pulling at the wall, and we've got this thing set for 210. So I think it's probably running a little less than 210 watts because, quite frankly, we were running about 60 on the kilowatts there when we were downloading Hive OS and such. So comment in chat, let me know what you guys think about that. But what do you guys think? Is this thing running stable so far at 210 watts, 96 megahash per second? I think so. Also, you guys need to comment in chat, let me know what overclock settings you want to see with Ethereum tonight. We are going to do some benchmarking on this some more. There was a lot of people wanted to see these numbers. There's still not a lot of these 3080s out. Once again, head over and check out GPU Jesus, Nemesis. In the description down below, we got a link to his channel. He's got that 3090. He's got an EVGA over there. He did get beta version of Hive OS running, so that's pretty sweet as well. Chaincoin, okay. So the 3080 is quite efficient on ETH. That seems pretty good. Gun12 Mini 2, he's saying he thinks that's pretty good settings right there as well. Oh, okay, good question. So what is our overclock settings at? So power limit 210. And once again, we're showing 269, 271 at the wall. We've got the memory at 1800. You know, from our stream the other day, we did take it to 2666. Thanks, Batman, for that. Core 0. I've got the fan speed set for 0, so that's auto as well. Fan speed, temperature's 56 degrees, fan speed 62, and we're just pulling 96.2 megahash. We'll get back to shell here. I know you guys want to see these grueling numbers. Max voltage, that's alright, that's what we're here for. I moved some things around with the monitors tonight so I could keep an eye on chat a little bit better, so hopefully we're not going to miss you. There was some issues with our sound. Hopefully that's a little bit cleared up tonight. Please someone let me know as well. But there's some important links, as always, in the description down below. You're going to be able to follow us over on Twitter. You're going to be able to hit us over on Discord. Those are the two biggest ones. That's where we really keep up with our latest and greatest shenanigans. But you guys were great. You guys spent 2.5 hours with me and watched me rebuild Hive OS basically 5 times. So that's pretty sweet. But we're here talking about these Ethereum hash rates on this 3080. We do have for this rig, it does have an EVGA 750 watt fully modular power supply. We've got a Celeron G3900 processor. It is on our favorite MOBO for mining, the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus motherboard. And we've got, like I said, 16 gigs of RAM, and that is Vengeance DDR4 RAM. Max voltage, okay. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get those overclock settings adjusted here. I appreciate you commenting that. That's great. We are currently using a 32 gig PNY thumb drive, but once again, that's bottlenecking us. We do have, and I did just confirm it, I believe our NVIDIA Founders Edition 3080 will be here tomorrow. What? Yeah, I think it's going to be here tomorrow. It's in the postal service 1 hour away, so that's pretty sweet. Haven't heard anything else on the matching ZOTAC 3080 there, but one thing we are going to do on a Friday night stream is we're going to bump that up to a 1300 watt fully modular power supply, and we're going to throw 3 3080s on there and see what happens. We might not have enough power for that, but we're going to rip it and see what happens, so that sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, we've currently got 2+ hours on this. Well, Batman, I think what I'll just say is, for retail cost, I don't think you're going to be able to beat what you can get with these. Maybe the Navis are going to be able to, but I think these are pretty sweet. I do feel lucky just because you guys are here with me tonight, for sure. I'm very lucky. But yeah, we're going to be able to do some matching testing on those, rig by rig, side by side, identical rigs. We're going to do testing on as well with Windows and Hive OS. So I'm probably going to have to put Windows on one of these. Once again, we're upgrading to these SSDs, so I'll throw Windows on one of these, and then I can have a rig out here that's running Windows, a rig that's running Hive OS, and we can do some shenanigans on that. But those will be with those 3080s. Chain coin, yes. It is good to be away from the not recommended videos. I really enjoy the solo mining videos, but it is very important to have that on those, because I don't want new people to just see those and just not be able to make it. You know, sometimes you're grinding out every penny and you need it. So it is good to be doing some other videos. We're very fortunate. Very fortunate that we've got one of these ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080s. I still feel that these are going to be very in high demand. There's just not going to be very many of these things around. 3090s are going to be the same thing. There's been some more leaks on the the 3070 Ti's and the 3060 Ti's, I think. Those things look pretty sick. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for those kinds of numbers. I know GPU Jesus talked with us today. He's going to let us remote in so we can do some testing on the 3090, which is pretty sweet, which that's the same thing we're planning on doing here. I've reached out to some people, so hopefully they'll be remoting in and being able to get you guys some numbers as well for their channels. So that's very exciting. We did whatever we needed to do to get some of this stuff so we could bring it to you guys, and now you guys can decide which one of these is going to be best for you. So far, I don't think anyone that I know has multiple of the same GPUs. I think we've all kind of got different ones. So if you keep an eye out in the description down below, we got links to a lot of great people. Please do your own research though, but man, I do feel very lucky for this. Yes, Chain Coin. Another thing we learned from the gentleman over at Hive OS in their Discord, and we will make sure we get a link over to their Discord in the video tonight for you guys as well, and that way you guys can check them out. We wanted to run ETH Miner. We talked about that last night in stream. ETH Miner is something that is coming back. I hear there's some variances on Phoenix Miner and such between 2 to 3%, so I don't know where that's playing out. I like to keep track of things pool side as well. We're not going to show you anything on the pools today. We'll have some other videos for that. But yes, Chaincoin mentioned it. We do have some not recommended videos. We do have a couple rigs solo mining. Right now I'm trying to just put some Ethereum in the bag. That Ethereum Classic, we were solo mining. We went up to 400% luck. So there's lots of reasons why that's not recommended. I'm still seeing 96 megahash per second. And we are pulling 269 watts at the wall. So once again, I said it a lot last night, this thing is steady at this hash rate. Steady at this hash rate with power usage, we're good to go there. Batman says smash the likes. Please smash the likes. If If you guys aren't catching this stream live as well, when you smash the like, comment on the video, tell me what you like about this stuff. Sometimes people don't like them and they give us that thumbs down. Hey, I get it. If you put that thumbs down, you better let us know why. Now, a couple things. There's a couple things I'd like for you guys to do if you haven't had a chance. In the description down below, we've got some links to some things. One of those, you can check out Not Your Normal Miner, our hash merch market. You're going to be able to get some sweet shirts. We've got hoodies, we've got stickers like you see right here. I know that sticker looks kind of weird as far as the sizing goes, but that's the actual size of that sticker. We've sent these shirts everywhere except Canada. For some reason, the Border Patrol, they snatch these shirts up like candy. Kids on the candy store. So we're going to try to get another one of these up there to Batman. But it's a big shout out always to everyone in Brandon Coin Discord. I know I saw Brandon got a video out the other day on some mining stuff. That guy's been real busy. But we're excited to see some more content from him when he gets a chance. But yeah, that's one thing that you can do. Also, you got to head over to the water cooler. I know you guys heard me talk about these. These are the HODL Bitcoin license plates, and you can figure out how to get these in Discord. Once again, you got to head over to Not Your Normal Miner Discord, and it's in the water cooler section. But these ship free anywhere in the US, and you can pay in Bitcoin, so that's pretty sweet. One other way you can really support the channel, and we are not monetized. We aren't going monetized, so you're not going to be able to do super chats and those types of things. We do not do affiliate links as well, so when I post a link on something, it's all us. It's just stuff that I like to use. But there is, over there, Not Your Normal Miner on coinrequest.io. There's a couple ways you guys can say thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys having us. Today, we're talking about the ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080, and it hashing at 96 megahash per second at 210 watts. Before I go any farther, I don't know if you guys can see this shirt or not, but I do want to send some thoughts and prayers out to HashRaptor. I saw a tweet today. There was an issue with his father who was taking care of his mother. We're a really big community, so I'm going to ask that you guys just send some thoughts over to HashRaptor if you guys are in his Discord or see any of these videos. Just send some thoughts and prayers. HashRaptor, man, we're thinking about you. Upgrades that I would recommend. I do not recommend this PNY or any type of thumb drives anymore. Yes, they're going to get you buying a pen. SSDs are the way to go. The RTX 3080, once I got these drivers set, and I mean this thing's running really steady now, so we're going to go ahead here in a few minutes and we are going to bump it up, take it around the world again like we did the other day. One thing that I have noticed though, once we start getting below 210 watts, and this is something that I think has to do with the drivers, it really starts to tear off. Once again, we had it at 100 watts and it didn't crash, so that's really exciting. The minimum as it is 100, so when it fires up and it's just doing idle at the wall, it was showing 96, 97. So the full rig was running like 140-ish, I would say. I do still think that this rig currently, and we do have the LA back to normal with putting some more RAM in there and with not having to download a bunch of stuff. So this rig is running a lot smoother. Once again, thank you to everyone over in Hive Discord. Thanks to GPU Jesus. His stream was pretty good, walking you through the beta version of getting that on his 3090. And that's where we are today. We got drivers. Very, very stressed out all day today wanting to get this video out for you guys, because when I put something like that out, Alright, Chaincoin says, compared to my Radeon 7 90 megahash at 240 watts, the RTX 3080 definitely beats that. Now, that's a very good point, thank you. I don't have a Radeon 7 to test this against, but that's what I love to hear is from things of people that actually have them in the community. Retail price on these GPUs on the 3080s is sick, in my opinion. If you can get these for retail, that's a pretty dang good deal in my opinion. I'm not going to talk anymore about that because that's just a ridiculous deal. But yeah, the Radeon 7 90 megahash per second at 240 watts. And I know I see Chaincoin all over the place in all sorts of YouTube videos and such, so I guarantee you he's got it dialed in pretty good. Anybody else watching currently, do you guys have any other miners out there that you're using that you've got numbers that you can compare to this currently? I'd really love to know that. And once again, you guys can speak to us directly over in Not Your Normal Miner Discord. The link is in the description down below. We do have the live stream chat now running over there. Would have been really handy last night when you guys were all trying to tell me some things, especially with the video being delayed by a little bit. But we are here in the remote garden location, and we do have a ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080. Very thankful for that, and it is hammering away on ETHEREUM 96 megahash per second. So one of the things we really couldn't get this GPU was we couldn't get it to go above 96 megahash per second either. We couldn't break that 100 mark. Do you think we're going to get it tonight? I don't really want to crash it because it's running great, but I feel like we need to at least move it around a little bit. So in chat we had a number of 210 at 2000 memory. Okay, we can do that. So once again, here's our dashboard side for Hive OS. A couple things that we learned on that definitely was about shelling in. And then another thing is your refresh button up here. Thank you to Walter for also pointing that out. That's going to save us a lot of time here on stream. So thank you very much for that. You can see this card's running very smooth now that we got the drivers on here, and I am expecting it to continue to run very smooth. We're going to change these overclocks just a little bit. We are at power limit 210, memory at 1800, which we're going to move to 2000, core of 0. We're going to hit apply. We're going to have that NVIDIA OC. We're going to let that change here, and we'll let that run for a few minutes. But just remember, we were at 96.1, 96.2 megahash per second, running at power limit 210, memory 1800, core 0, not a nil. Cheers to you guys. I had to crack open a Mountain Brewski. But yeah, I want to put 2 more of these RTX 3080s in a rig one night and see if it'll dim the lights, as they say. What do you guys think? You think a 1300 watt fully modular power supply will feed the beast as far as it goes? And then what do you guys think the hash rate's going to be on that? So we were at 96.2-ish megahash per second, and I'm currently seeing that that new overclock setting has jumped us up to 96.69, 96.77, 96.85, 96.87. So let's let this settle out here for a second. The other day we did have it at 210 watts at 2000 on the memory. I knew I could still get 96 megahash per second. I wanted to dial it back a little bit because, once again, I'm really worried about the drivers, but I think all the driver issues that I was seeing was once again because of the way I was booting in and updating Hive. And I think that once we are on these SSDs, and thank you guys all for your help on that. I think we're going to be ready to go. DTEC, okay, so 75% power, 0 core with 1250 memory. .75% power is 250 watts, okay. Dim the lights, Batman, you know it. So, okay, let's let this settle out here, because once again, I'm going to benchmark these numbers that we've got tonight. I like to let it run for a few seconds. We're going to get a nice graph going, and we'll get the numbers from tonight and Saturday night's stream, and then we'll just do a recap video for you guys on that, and that way everyone will have just the numbers, because I know these streams are long, a little long to watch. We're also going to break it down when we do these other algorithms. We tried Sunday, we wanted to have do a little kapow for you. That didn't work out. Took us till today to get this going. Now I feel we'll go back to kapow. I do want to mine some Aeon. I do want to do some MTP, some of that Z coin. So there's a lot of fun videos that we're going to have out, and quite frankly, I'm really enjoying doing some live streams after the little hashers go to bed. So you guys are going to, unfortunately, have to hang out with us a lot more, so that's great. So we probably are only going to stream for just about an hour tonight, so we're about halfway through that. We got 5 of you here, so I appreciate you that are here. DTEC wants to see 75% power at 250 watts. I'm going to go back over here and look, and we're seeing about 96.8 megahash per second, and that is with 210 watts. So some people have told me we got the silicone lottery with this card too, so let's see what we can do here. 1250 memory, 240, oh, 250. And let's apply. NVIDIA overclock settings are in it to win it. We'll get back over here to shell. Once again, I learned about shell, which is great. That's the only way we're going to do it now. The only thing I don't like about shell is there's times when your miner kicks on and for some reason it doesn't boot and it goes to BIOS. Well, you don't know about that in shell for a little bit longer. But DTEC, thanks for commenting, letting us know what you wanted to see. Max voltage as well, appreciate it. So we saw 210 watts at 2000 memory, was giving us 96.8 megahash per second. We now have this GPU at 250 watts at 1250. Now see, so that's, if that was Windows numbers, we want to double that, because Windows, if that was on Windows, we can double that. Because as you can see, when we took that down to 1250, we just dropped to 93 megahash per second. So let's try to double that, because we are on Hive OS. $2,500. We had that 2666, which was requested by memory. Chaincoin, yep, we got it. I realized. We remembered. So there we go. Hopefully this miner keeps hashing. We'll let it go here for a few seconds. The gentleman over at Hive OS did tell us, no, DTEC, no worries, man. It's one of the things that I love is we're here helping everyone out. You guys have been helping me out great. We're here tonight to do some learning and help each other out. So I appreciate these numbers, so that way we can try it. 2,500 might be a little much on this machine, especially on this ZOTACT, but we'll see. They did say over on Hive OS that they thought the sweet spot on the power was 240 to 250 watts. When we take it to 2500 memory and 250 watts, we are down to we're at 91 megahash per second. So let's back off just so we can see here. Let's back off that memory once again back to that like 2000, and that way we can see if once we get above a certain number, if the power limit or the memory is doing it. I think there might be an issue with the drivers not really adjusting the card properly or hitting the overclock settings correctly. So 250 watts, 2500 on the memory puts us to 91 plus megahash per second. 310 watts at the wall, 312. But one of the things that you could see, 2500's a lot of overclock. She's still running like a champ, but we're knocking on wood there. But yeah, appreciate the comment, and once again, no worries whatsoever. We've got the overclock settings adjusted. We're here talking with you about the RTX 3080 and Ethereum hash rates on how it is 100%, in my opinion, rock steady, 96 megahash per second at 210 watts. Chaincoin, yes, thank you. We're backing off the memory, putting it at about 2K. Let's see what that does. There we go. So we're at 97 megahash per second, and that's using 250 watts at 2000 on the memory. What do you guys think about that number? I still 97.029 is what we're seeing here. So we are creeping up closer to that 100 megahash per second. Once again, here we are back over on Hive side. Temperature on the GPU is still 54 degrees. Fan speed is up a little bit. Well, it's warm in here, but that's alright. And once again, we are cranking her up a little bit. In the shell, we're seeing 97, just over 97 megahash per second at 250 watts. Temperature 54 C. Temperature 85 C here in the remote garden location. And that's at 250 watts. What other OCs you guys want to see? Talk to me here in chat. Let me know. That's what we're here for. We're here to have fun. But John QC, really appreciate you stopping by the stream. Thanks for commenting as well. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscription bell. We really cherish it. We're having a lot of fun. We're seeing a lot of growth with the channel, and we've made some upgrades to help improve some of those things. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully the audio's better tonight. When I kicked on OBS this last time, the audio was being picked up from our two other video sources, so that's where that extra audio is coming in. Hopefully it's a little clearer tonight. Hopefully it doesn't sound like we're in the tunnel of love. 97.085 megahash per second. Okay, hey. Keep pushing the memory clock until hash rate drops with the same power. Okay. So let's take it to, we're at 2 grand here, and Max voltage will go the other way too. We'll drop it down at that 2K. But let's go ahead and take it up a little bit. We're going to go 2100. And once again, we're doing this to do some benchmarking so that we can get these numbers out to the community. Also, we did show you guys a little earlier, and we'll talk with you more about this right now. We had issues all night long updating Hive OS. We were using thumb drives, not the way to do it. Recommend getting upgraded SSDs, but on Hive OS, when you get a fresh install, there's some commands you need to run. First, run F, and then apt update, as well as self upgrade. Do that together, and then do the NVIDIA driver update 455. As of today, still the 456 has not been released for Linux. So we've got overclock settings at 20 at a power limit of 250. Power limit 250, memory 2100, core 0. Right there, it takes it down. What do you guys think about that? We're down to 96.3 with that. So I think currently with the current drivers, 2000 on the overclock is a number that we might not be able to get more above right now. Comment in the chat, tell me what you think. We'll take it back to 2050. On the memory at 250. And we are at 312 watts at the wall with 250 on the power limit. And if those numbers are accurate, that means we're pulling 61 at the wall. I was typically seeing 60 to 70 when Hive OS would be downloading, 50 to 60 sometimes. So that's the fluctuation of power that our rig runs at. Appreciate you guys being here and stream tonight. We probably got about another 20-25 minutes of overclock, so make sure you comment where you want to see it next. 97.03 at 2000, 50 memory at 250 watts. 97.03. Once again, we're at 250 watts at the wall. Okay, Chaincoin agrees. I do think that we don't have all access to this yet. It will be interesting to see when I get one of these over on our Windows rig and using MSI Afterburner, kind of see where it's at. But once again, I think the drivers, it doesn't matter what we're using to control the overclock settings, I do think the current drivers are throttling us back. We still are able to get 96 megahash per second plus at 210 watts, and that was using 1800 on the core, 0 on the memory. We've had this rig running since about 7:30 tonight, no issues. The only issues I've seen with this GPU on Hive OS setup and an open air GPU rig is getting the updates for the drivers and getting them to stick and knowing how to install them properly. This takes 5 to 10 minutes for a update for your driver if stuff goes bad. This was taking us 30 minutes, so this took us all stream, but the struggles were real. But that video is going to be a great learning tool for a lot of people. Just to let you guys know that the guys over at Hive OS are watching these videos after the fact, so that way they can see some things as well. We're also, anytime that we're seeing things, I'm relaying this to them, so hopefully we can keep these things updated. But still, people just don't have these, and unfortunately, I think especially with these new releases coming up of the next gen, we've got some 70s and 60s and TIs and such to come out, there's just not going to be a lot of stock. So if you get your hands on one of these, especially if you get it on retail, I think you're doing pretty great. When you're gaming, once again, I think the power issues or where the cards are crashing at 2K, what everyone's saying, I think people don't have the power supplies. I think even quite frankly a 750 watt power supply, which what we have in our rig, our gaming editing mining rig, might not be enough for the GPU. Just a thought, but I would recommend nothing smaller than that if you're running it in a gaming rig. Hey, good question. When are we going to test other algos? So, now that we have the drivers on and the drivers set, and I know how to update things, and I've got SSDs, and I've got backup SSDs, tomorrow we're going to go back live, and we're going to try to do Kapow, as long as I can get any miner on Kapow to work. ETH miner, I really wanted to try tonight. The kernels aren't ready for it yet, so we weren't able to show you that. We're currently at 96.9 megahash per second at 250 watts, 2050 on the memory. Max voltage, once again, I don't think we're going to get much higher than that at 250. Let's take it 200 and 2000. So let's throttle it back right now and see where that goes to. Thank you guys as always for stopping in. Chaincoin, I appreciate that. Comment, tell me what you want to see, but we're going to do some Raven. I want to do Aeon. I want to do by Savage Mine Request. I got to figure out how to mine Conceal. I want to do some CCX. I also want to show you some Zcoin. So we're going to run the gambit on these other algos. I am going to do pretty much though probably one coin a night. And the reason for that is just because if we have something crash, we can at least try to get some benchmarks, and we are going to get all these numbers on separate spreadsheets for you for videos. We are going to be able to do these testings on Hive OS as well as Windows. I'm going to run it on Awesome Miner, so we should be able to do the ZOTACT Trinity versus ZOTACT Trinity on Windows and Hive OS. I should also, and I think how it's going to end up is, I think the Founders Edition, if it's as good as it says it's going to be, that'll be in our gaming editing mining rig. And then we'll have two of these 3080 Ti test rigs that we can just do whatever you guys want to do with. YouTubers in the community, I've been reaching out to them so they have access to these rigs when we're not testing as well. So we're really excited. If you can get them for retail, please do it. So let's see where we're at now. Back over in Shell. We dropped it back to 200 watts on the power with 2000 memory. So 10 watts, guys. So remember, 210 watts at 1800 memory gives us 96 megahash per second. 200 watts at 2000 memory gives us 77 megahash per second. Comment in chat, tell me what you think about that. Once again, I think these drivers are barely hanging on for dear life. That is why as well the other night the other day I just had the drivers just disappear. They were just gone. So I think the drivers are pretty weak, especially since these GPUs haven't been out 3 weeks. Really excited about that. If you're new to the channel, for the people that aren't catching this live, we've probably got about another 15-20 minutes. Yes, max voltage, that is a cliff. It just, I mean, it's gone off that. Once again, I think we can get more out of it once we've got these drivers. That's going to be probably a couple weeks to a month. GPU Jesus was talking about how it took months to get those good drivers. Max voltage, okay, we got 200 and 1800. So we'll go ahead and do that. 78 megahash per second at our current hash rate. Is our current hash rate, and we are using 200 on the memory, 0 on the core, no, 2000 on the memory, and power limit of 200. We are going to do 200 and 1800. 1800 on our memory, 200 on the power limit. once again, I'm really glad you guys are here tonight. We got 10 of you here live. What this is allowing you guys to do is give us some numbers and do some tests and stuff. So we're having a lot of fun here in the remote garden location, and we're doing Ethereum benchmarking. This will be pretty much the last night of Ethereum benchmarking for us right now until we get newer drivers. So I'm going to stream Wednesday and Thursday and Friday for you, and probably Saturday, because I want to get this content out. I'm already 2 days behind. I wanted to stream on Sunday and Monday, but you know, last night was a good stream, but it wasn't what we really wanted to do. Chaincoin takeaway today, okay? Honestly, it's what the title of this video is. 210 watts, 96 megahash per second, and that's at power limit 210, memory 1800, core 0. And we're going to go ahead and kick it to that right now after we see what this last one did for max voltage. Once again, thanks guys for commenting in chat. 76.4. 77 roughly at 1800 to 200 watts. So let's take it back to what we had at the beginning of the stream, just so we can show what we think is the best of the best right now. 1800 memory at 210 watts. Ready, steady, wiggle. You can see at the wall. Give it a second here. Thank you guys again. Anyone new? Yeah, 210 is the edge of the cliff for sure, max voltage. I'm pretty darn sure it is, yes. And she climbed 78, 86, 92, 96.23, 96.23. So at 210 watts, at that memory of 1800, that's the current best of the best that I think we're at here mining Ethereum with this ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080. I feel really, really good with these numbers. I feel really good. I feel that this rig is steady as can be. So anybody that's got an RTX 3080, please hit these numbers in, see what you can do with that. Max voltage. Okay, so we were at anything basically over 2100 starts to give us the downturn again, max voltage. We will let this sit here for a second because I want it to level out, but this is our best benchmarking that we've got. 210 watts, 96 megahash per second. We're using Hive OS. We've got the ZOTACT Trinity RTX 3080, a fully modular EVGA 750 watt power supply, Celeron G3900 processor, the ASRock H110 Pro, and 16 gigs of RAM. 96.23 megahash per second. And per request, $2,100 on the memory. And one of the things that I really am excited to see here is that we have green NVIDIA OC settings showing up here on Hive OS. I'm really excited about that. Another thing that you guys can see, which is really sweet, is that our LA has been down. That was like running 2, 3, 4-ish the whole time. Now we've got that down to under 1. So that's really great. I feel really good about that. These are lifesavers. Once again, thank you guys to everyone over in Discord. Huge shout out to all the guys over in Brandycoin Discord. In the description down below, you guys need to hit up Not Your Normal Miner Discord if you're not there already. There's some really great stuff going on. Got a couple other links as well. Cool ways for you guys to support the channel. But you guys being here last night, talking us through how to get this rig going, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate everything. You guys are so amazing. that's why we do this. That's honestly why I do this, is because you guys are so great. So we've almost been streaming now. We're coming up on just about an hour. Let's get these next overclock settings. So if you bump it up to 2100, you're looking at 96.69 megahash per second, 96.6-ish roughly. I was sitting at 1800. We've been sitting at 2000 as well. You're still sitting at 270 at the wall, so if we're at 210 watts, that means the rig is about 60. I think the reported rate as far as power usage is pretty darn close. Thank you, max voltage. I've got that set for 30 seconds. Appreciate that. You guys learned us a lot the other day. That was really great. Very stressful stream. I wanted to show you guys this stream. This is what we were supposed to talk about last night. So when that rig crashed, you guys, that was just nuts. But I figured what better way to teach people and show people that not everything goes fine, and sometimes, especially when you're on the cutting cusp of getting this new next-gen stuff, sometimes things don't work right. Definitely drivers are the issues, the biggest issues that I've seen. And when those drivers get adjusted, we will get 100 megahash per second on this card. I think the power, there's something with the power limits causing it to not do that. So we got a few more minutes here. Anything else that you guys want to know? I do still feel that the maximum efficiency on this is 210 watts. You can put that thing anywhere from 1800 to 2100 on the memory. You start going more than 2100 on the memory, and we do see a cutoff. And what I mean by cutoff is we start to see negative effect versus positive effect. So as we end the stream, that's what we're going to go back to is what the title of this video was, 96 megahash per second, running 210 watts, and this is super efficient. Yes, max voltage, it definitely did. Once again, earlier on we were at the 2150 and the 2200, and 2150 and 2200 had negative side effects on this. So we did get 0.5 megahash per second on it. One of the nice thing is we're going to let some other guys in the community, we're going to let them, and there it is. So we crashed it, guys. That's the first time we finally crashed the rig. So we'll see here. We might have timed out with our shell, so we might not have crashed it, but let's start the shell again and see. Yes, max voltage. It is really nice that it's 60% TDP, that this thing does run that smooth, most certainly. And the guys have been talking about, there is the refresh button up here in the top, as well as the little clock. You can set the clock when you're in Hive OS, and that will refresh every certain time. Let's see here. I think we had a soft. Yep, we had a soft crash there. And once again, that's our first crash of the night. And that is after running higher memory at 1800 memory, no problem. 2100 memory, no problem. It didn't like being at that higher memory and coming back down. So we're going to set it once again at 90. We're going to see it set back at 96 megahash per second. 210 watts at the wall. And our setting, so this is what I'm going to let it run at tonight for testing, is at the 1800 on the memory there. So as we're wrapping up the stream tonight, we had one crash, and that's going to be in 5 hours, and that's going to be after moving overclocks up and down, up and down. I'm not saying that there is anything else wrong or that it won't, because of the drivers and such, that these things won't crash, but pretty darn stable. 96 mega hash per second plus at 210 watts. We've been hanging out here with you guys at the remote garden location. Huge shout out, thank you to everyone stopping in. Huge thank you to everyone in chat. You guys are great. Max Voltage, Chaincoin, thanks for sticking with us all this latter part of the stream. Thanks for commenting and your help and sticking around yesterday. Done, Batman, Lightbulb, you guys were great as well. Thank you. Want to send our thoughts over to HashRaptor right now. All the community, we're thinking of you. It's been a really good stream. I've had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. 96 mega hash per second, 210 watts with 1800 on the memory, and that's 0 on the core. So I really like those numbers. Anyone that's new to the channel and you're watching this video not on live stream, please hit that subscription bell. We really cherish that. Also, give us that thumbs up if you like this video, and comment down below and tell us what you think. We're going to have all sorts of videos in the upper right hand corner so you guys can see some other things, but we've really been focusing hard on this GeForce RTX 3080. This is the ZOTAC Trinity Edition. Chaincoin, why not use shell in a box instead of Hive shell? That's a great question. I don't know, I haven't looked into shell in a box. I'll look into that. John QC, thank you for stopping in. Tahir, hey, thanks a lot for stopping in on the stream. I really appreciate it. You guys have been really great. Tomorrow we're going to bring you a new algo. We're going to go live again, 9:45. And that is going to be testing with the RTX 3080. And we'll see what we can get mining for you guys tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that tweet. We'll try to get mining as soon as we can. Huge thank you to GPU Jesus in the description down below. Check him out. Nemesis, so that way you guys can see the 3090. Yes, to hear, I agree. It will be really good after the software updates. Oh yes, okay, so we need that. I want the shell in the box so that way we can have the colors. Because yes, I love the colors, I love RGB. You guys are great. I really appreciate you guys coming to the stream tonight. My name's Wes, I'm not your normal miner. Please use these. Don't use these if you're using Hive OS. We showed you guys those commands earlier on. Anyone who's watching this, please hit that thumbs up. We really cherish it. Thank you guys very much. Hope you guys have a good night. My name's Wes. I'm not your normal miner. Thank you. This has been ETHEREUM testing, 96 mega hash per second at 210 watts with power limit of 210, and we've got that 1800 memory. Once again, 96 mega hash per second, 210 watts, 1800 memory. Good night all.